husbands, wives, brothers, sisters, our comrades who fought with us, all those who did not come back from the war, all those who are no longer with us. Let us now have a moment of silence.
В этом году исполняется 75 лет с начала Великой Отечественной войны.
We mark 75 years since World War II started. Nazi Germany attacked the Soviet Union, changing the lives of a large number of people living in our country. At this tragic event, there was only one choice we could make. Our utmost priority was to save our homeland, and we set out on a long journey to victory. Immediately, a large number of difficult tasks had to be addressed, evacuating a large number of people and industrial facilities to the eastern parts of the country, and all this had to be done while the enemy was advancing. Today, it is difficult to comprehend how it was possible to move over 1,500 factories, and in just a few months, they started supplying frontline troops with munitions and military hardware. This was an unprecedented victory of labor, which helped our army send the aggressor back to where they came from. What people did at the front and in the rear demonstrated the true strength of our nation, their love for their homeland. Our fathers and grandfathers were able to defeat this enemy, which many other countries could not resist. The Soviet people brought liberty to many other nations, and it was our soldiers who brought retribution to Nazis and made them pay for millions of their victims. War went on for 4 years. This was a whole era for our country, an era full of courage, trials and losses, hopes, and firm belief in our victory. The Great Patriotic War will always be a sacred time for our country, which taught us the lessons of justice, lessons that go on from generation to generation. The lessons of history teach us that peace cannot be achieved on a planet on its own. We have to be on our alert. We should avoid double standards. We shouldn't indulge those who make criminal plans today. Today's civilization faces violence again. Terrorism is a global threat. We have to defeat this evil. And Russia is open to join efforts with other nations. We are ready to work to build a new non-block system of international security. Our troops have demonstrated that they are worthy descendants of the heroes of the Great Patriotic War, protecting Russia's interests today, and veterans can be proud of their grandchildren today. Their grandchildren will always look to the great victory, what the glorious generation of victors achieved. Happy Victory Day, the day of our great victory. Hurrah! Attention parade.
Батальонно! На одного линейного дистанции! Первый батальон прямо, остальные направо, на плечо.
Военные музыканты
Military bands are now leaving Red Square to make room for the mechanized column. The combined orchestra of the Moscow garrison is led by Lieutenant General Valery Khalilov. The orchestra is made up of the Defense Ministry's Central Orchestra, the Navy Orchestra, the best orchestras of the Moscow garrison, and other military bands. Now, onto parade formations of military equipment featuring 135 pieces. We now see the symbol of great victory, T-34 tanks. Leading the armored column are tank units of the 1st Guards Tank Army.
На марше современная техника вооруженных сил Российской Федерации.
It's time now for the modern military equipment of Russia's armed forces. Column of Tiger, Arbalet, and Kornet D armored vehicles opens this part of the parade, led by Major Alexander Yurin.
входит колонна универсальных бронированных автомобилей повышенной
You can now see Typhoon K and Typhoon U multi-purpose armored personnel carriers with enhanced protection. The column is led by Major Yaroslav Kret. Multifunctional modules allow the vehicles to be used for many different purposes. Entering Red Square now is a column of BMP-3, modern infantry fighting vehicles that have provided reliable cover for troops under any circumstances. The column is led by Captain Igor Matveyev. It's followed by a column of heavy infantry fighting vehicles and new generation APCs built on the Kurganets platform. The column is led by Captain Denis Finagenov.
Парадный расчет основных боевых танков сухопутных войск Т-90А.
Next we see T-90A tanks, the main battle tank of the Russian armed forces. The column is led by Captain Konstantin Usoltsev. These tanks are capable of destroying both ground and airborne targets at maximum ranges, by day and by night. This is the next generation of Russian tanks, Armata. The detail is led by Lieutenant Colonel Sergei Sedinin. The Armata tank will soon become the main battle tank of the Russian ground forces. Artillery is represented on Red Square by Msta-S and brand new Coalition SV self-propelled howitzers. The column is led by Major Mikhail Komogorov. Higher rate of fire and a new gun arrangement have significantly increased the capabilities of the Russian artillery. Next we see Iskander-M, high-precision mobile theater ballistic missile systems. The column is led by Lieutenant Colonel Nikolai Izvoltsev. The system has proven to be highly efficient for long-range, high-precision strikes. Next we see the parade detail of the Air Defense Forces, led by Major Nikolai Afanasyev. The Tor M2U and Buk M2 surface-to-air missile systems are designed to repel massive airstrikes and protect equipment and personnel at operational sites. Next we see armored vehicles of the airborne forces, led by Major Mikhail Sevastyanov. The column features the upgraded multi-purpose APC Rakushka and the new generation airborne infantry fighting vehicles BMD-4M. Next we see the parade detail of the Russian aerospace forces. The group of Panzer S air defense systems is led by Captain Ivan Bolshakov. This system is manufactured in the Russian city of Tula, which is considered to be the capital of Russian weapon-making industry. The Panzer system has proven highly efficient in protecting civil and military facilities. Next we see S-400 Triumph surface-to-air missiles, column led by Colonel Alexander Kitrin. No foreign air defense system can match the capabilities of S-400. It's capable of targeting all aerospace attack weapons at a range of 400 kilometers. You can now see the state-of-the-art Yars missile launchers. The column is led by Lieutenant Colonel Vladimir Polyakov. The Yars-equipped units are the backbone of the mobile component of the Russian nuclear forces. Finally, we see the Boomerang, the infantry fighting vehicle carrying flags of the different branches of the Russian armed forces. Now the flyover begins. It will feature 71 modern aircraft used by the Russian aerospace forces. Opening this part of the parade is a MiL Mi-26 transport helicopter and 4 MiL Mi-8A MTSH multi-purpose helicopters. The column is led by Captain Sergei Palushkin. The Berkut's aerobatic demonstration team is flying MiL Mi-28 and Havoc helicopters over Red Square. We can now see Kamov K-52 Alligator attack helicopters, the world's best in this class. These are Mil Mi-35M attack helicopters. The leading pilot is Lieutenant Colonel Alexander Kuznetsov. This is modernized IL-76MD-90A. This is an Antonov AN-124-100 Ruslan, the world's largest aircraft, led by Major Anton Chebyshev. A group of 3 medium Ilyushin IL-76MD airlifters is flying over Red Square. The group is led by Captain Alexander Lomakin. We now see a group of 3 Tupolev Tu-95MS turboprop-powered strategic bombers. The leading pilot is Lieutenant Colonel Trofim Kapsha. The flyover continues, and we now see 3 Tupolev Tu-22M3 supersonic long-range strategic bombers and missile carriers. The group is led by Lieutenant Colonel Denis Krivosheyev. You can now see simulation of the air-to-air refueling of a Tupolev Tu-160 strategic bomber by Ilyushin IL-78. The leading pilot is Major Ruslan Hamitov. We can now see 4 modernized Mikoyan MiG-29 SMT jet fighters. The group is led by Lieutenant Colonel Andrei Kazakov. Next, we see a formation of 4 Sukhoi Su-24M bombers. Leading pilot is Lieutenant Colonel Vladimir Myakishev. Next comes Sukhoi Su-34 fighter bombers led by Lieutenant Colonel Alexei Loboda. This is a group of Mikoyan MiG-31 long-range heavy interceptor aircraft. The group is led by Major Yuri Kovalov. We now see a group of fighter bombers Sukhoi Su-34, fighter Sukhoi Su-27, multi-purpose Sukhoi Su-35S aircraft. The formation is led by Colonel Yuri Gritsayenko. These are the world-famous Russian Knights and Swifts aerobatic teams flying 5 Sukhoi Su-27 and 4 MiG-29 aircraft. The formation is led by Colonel Andrei Alexeyev. And finally, 6 Sukhoi Su-25 assault aircraft decorate Moscow skies with the colors of the Russian flag.
прощание славянки оркестр
The band leaves the Red Square
покидает Красную
to the
площадь.
tune of the march Farewell of a Slav Woman.
Парад Победы завершен.
The parade is over.
71-я годовщина Великой Победы.
Happy Victory Day.
Слава ветеранам
Glory
Великой
to the veterans of the Great Patriotic
Отечественной
War.
войны. Ура!
Hurrah!
Станок не трогайте.